Hello, do you have a deportation order? Well, this video is for you. My name is Jorge Molina. I am an immigration attorney based in Dallas, Fort Worth, and serving clients worldwide. And today we're going to be talking about what to do when you have a deportation order. Often, despite your best efforts, we end up getting a deportation order. It could have been because of a criminal conviction, could have been because we miss a court, or could have been some other reason. There's literally an infinity amount of reasons why you could get a deportation order or why you didn't want your case. But let's focus on what to do once this happens. All right, so what to do really depends on when and why you got the order. Okay, so I'm gonna, again, there is all sorts of reasons why you can get a deportation order, but we're going to focus on a few. Okay, so scenario one, you got a deportation order because you didn't show up to court, whether you didn't get notice or you got confused or you couldn't make it to court, even though that you knew you had court. Well, in those circumstances, you could often try to file a motion to reopen. Generally, you have a 30-day deadline to file a motion to reopen. So let's say, you got confused, you had car problems, or there was a lot of traffic, you couldn't make it on time. Generally, you're allowed to file a motion to reopen. You would have to prove the circumstances of why you didn't show up. But that's one of the things that you can do, file a motion to reopen. On other circumstances, let's say you didn't get proper notice, right? So ICE gives you a notice to appear, but the notice doesn't have a date or time. And then the court sends a notice that you never received in your mail address. So in those circumstances, if you do not receive proper notice, you can file to reopen at any time, as long as you can show that you did not receive proper notice. In other circumstances, it really depends on whether we can convince DHS, the attorneys for ICE, to join you in that motion. So that's the first thing you can look at, whether you're eligible for a motion to reopen. Some other times, you're not eligible for a motion to reopen. So what do you do in those circumstances? And here, let's just look at where you're located. If you're within the United States, and let's say you're married to a U.S. citizen, and you would otherwise qualify for a provisional waiver or fix your papers in the U.S., you can file a waiver. Okay, these waivers are normally the I-212 waivers, and they look at a series of things, right? So why did you get a deportation order? Why do you need the waiver? How much time has passed since the deportation order, and evidence of good character and other factors, right? So that's one thing that you could do, file for a waiver. Whether you're inside the United States or outside the United States, if you're inside, generally you would tie that to another type of waiver, and you would try and show that you're eligible for some type of relief, like an immigrant visa or something else. If you're outside the United States, and let's say they actually executed the deportation order, you need to ask yourself, how much time has passed since your deportation order? Okay, so if it's been less than 5 years, or sometimes less than 10 years, you would need the I-212 waiver to forgive you for having that deportation order. But note, however, if you have a deportation order and you're outside the United States, and the reason that you have a deportation order is that you did not show to proceedings, there is no waiver for that particular part, for not showing up to court, and you're going to be inadmissible for 5 years. But if that's not your case, you can very likely file a waiver for having a deportation order. Now, guys, if you have any questions about this, or you're wondering about your specific case, consult an experienced immigration attorney that can help you decipher whether you need a motion to reopen, a waiver, or if you would be eligible for either one. Okay. If you like this video, hit like, share, perhaps subscribe to our channel. You can also leave your questions in the comments, or you can write to us directly. We'll be happy to address them. Again, my name is Jorge Molina. Thank you for watching.